Hello and welcome, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome, my earth signs. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week we are doing the 13th to the 19th of March 2023 using these two gorgeous decks that I have on the table here with me. They come from the same family, they come from the same creator. The tarot deck that I'm working with this week is the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz. So Wild Unknown is her brand. So this is her tarot, and this that I have over here is her Wild Unknown Pocket Animal Spirit deck. So giving us animal spirit energy, animal totem, and again by Kim Krantz. So there is a full version of this, but I only have the tinned version, and they do work so well together. So these are the two that I'm working with. The artwork is quite raw. It's beautiful. It's quite provoking, and it just is absolutely fabulous. We are starting off with the tarot, so moving the oracle out the way, let's give the tarot a shuffle. So we are doing a reading for all earth signs, being Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and we are doing the week of the 13th to the 19th of March 2023. So as I shuffle the cards, I want to know from Spirit, what is the energy that you are all going to be working with this week? What is the energy that you're going to be dealing with this week? What is important and significant for you to know over the next 7 days? What is the focus points? What is the guidance and the motivation that you need to overcome any challenges that may come your way? And what is the best message that I can give you right here and right now to help you for the week ahead? Okay. Happy with the shuffle? Let's have a look, earth signs, cutting the deck. Card number one that we have is the Four of Cups. Card number two that we have is the Ten of Swords. Card number three is the Fool. And our last tarot card that we have, beautiful, the Two of Pentacles. So this is interesting. So earth signs, there's a lot going on here, okay? Let me just tidy up and straighten up, because I can't put cards down in straight lines, as you know. So let's start off with our Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, earth signs, the Four of Cups is the card of a little bit of like boredom, a little bit of disinterest, a little bit of nah. Okay, so sometimes we do. Sometimes we just leave things be. We just don't try anymore. We just don't put any effort in anymore because it just doesn't excite us. So the Four of Cups is the card of feeling as if, you know, things have just been same old for such a long time, and it just doesn't excite you. So we've got the little mouse that's nibbling, that little mouse that's nibbling away and eating away at our excitement, at our joy, at our enthusiasm. So it's not that there's a problem, okay? Although maybe there is. Although maybe there is, all right? So the Four of Cups, earth signs, is basically saying that, you know, this week you're just not going to have such high enthusiasm. Nothing is just going to be like, wow, okay? Things are just going to be like quite mediocre and quite average and quite boring, to say the least, all right? Quite boring, to say the least. And I want to add in that that's not something that you enjoy, all right? As much as you enjoy structure, as much as you enjoy solid, familiar structure, but you're certainly not in a place where you want mediocrity and average. Like, you guys are all about doing things properly. And the first time you do a thing, you must do it properly. But what's happening at the moment? So there is this element of mediocrity, this element of boredom, this element of disconnect and disinterest that's coming through. And because of that, we're overthinking it, okay? Earth signs, you know, you're getting up into your head, and those knives are going in, all right? Those knives are going in. You're getting into your head and immediately taking what is actually quite an average, boring, mediocre situation, and you're pushing it to the max. And when you do that from an intellectual, mental space, it creates disharmony. I do want to say, though, as much as there is this disharmony that is taking place because of the feelings that we have, I'm not concerned about this disharmony, because this is all in your head. This is not real. This is not true. It may feel truthful. It may feel real for you. It may feel as awful as the card looks. But the truth of the matter is, as soon as you wake up from this nightmare, as soon as you wake up from the boring mediocrity, you're suddenly going to see the opportunities that's presented for you. So we've got mediocrity, we've got a little bit of pain and despair and tragedy, but this is all in your mind. This is your perception, your reality. As soon as you wake up tomorrow, the sun will shine and everything's going to be so much better, because what's happening here is our circumstance, okay, whatever this is that you're dealing with is something that you've been dealing with for a long time. And when you've been on a long road, like if you've ever driven on like the longest straight road you can ever find, you eventually don't even notice the scenery around you. You don't even notice the beauty, because all you're doing is looking at the same thing over and over and over again. And that's your situation at the moment, all right? But as I said, it's all in the mind. It's not true. It's not your reality. Your reality is this gorgeous Fool card. So let's just analyze the artwork for a second. Noticing the colors in the background, we're going from bright yellow to almost lack of yellow completely across the bottom here. And it's almost like the sun is shining and there's shadow. So we've got brightness at the top and shadow at the bottom. Here we have this brand new little birdie, okay? It's a brand new little birdie who is now perched on a ledge, perched on a branch, ready to take their first flight. They have never done this before. They have never leapt off the branch before. They have never trusted their tiny little developing wings before. They are so excited and enthusiastic and eager to take that leap, but they have no idea whether it's going to work or not. And as you may know, sometimes it doesn't work. We mustn't get caught up in that. We mustn't get caught up in that fear of it's not going to work, it's not going to work, because you know what? It does. Just let's just cut to the chase, okay? It does. It works. All right, Earth signs, you got this. It's going to be okay. But we've got to get out of our heads first, because if you stand there paralyzed with fear that you can't do it, that it's not going to work, that you're going to fail, then that's exactly what's going to happen. We have to get out of our heads. Everything, like again, let's go back to our little chick. Our little chick was in its nest, very safe, very comfortable. Every day mommy bird or daddy bird would bring it some worms and bring it some food, and it would sleep and it would grow and it would eat and everything would be fine. It had its siblings with it. Mom and dad were there for protection and safety. So life was pretty fabulous, okay? But then there's this urge to try more, to experience more. And maybe you, as the little chick, stepped out onto the branch, then immediately felt, oh no, can't do this, and went back to the nest. And sitting in the nest is where that feeling of complacency and contempt starts creeping in. And then it adds more to the thoughts, and it adds more to the stress, and it adds more to the negative thinking. We step out onto the branch again and we get afraid, we go back. So what you have to do this week, Earth signs, all right, because this is the energy of this week, is you have to find the courage. You have to find the courage to step out onto that branch and to step off, to trust your wings, because you are ready. Now look at how your wings have progressed. Suddenly your wings have become this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful butterfly. We have an infinity symbol, which is showing the most beautiful rainbow colors. And this is the card of symmetry, of balance, of understanding. That no matter how scary it is, no matter how frightening it is, no matter how scary it is, that you have to trust in the process. And the only way to trust in the process is to take that leap of faith and to understand that while that wind is whooshing past your head as you're falling down to the earth, you will find your rhythm. You will find your perfect rhythm, and you will step into that. Well, you will fly into that, and you will be okay. And you will be okay. So Earth signs, loving that. Here I have the pocket animal spirit. So I know this is primarily an animal deck anyway, but now what we're looking at is we're looking for animals that are going to come through to bring specific messages. I will be reading from the guidebook to see what the message of that animal has from Kim Krantz, the creator. So as I'm shuffling now, we're going to take two animals from this pocket animal deck, and we're looking to see the animals that what message they have to assist you in finding your courage, in finding your courage to take that leap of faith, to step off that ledge, to trust, and to overcome your own insecurities and doubts. Okay. Let's cut the deck over there. So card number 1 that we have, oh look, we've got the moth. So we're sticking with that theme. All right, we have got the moth. And our second card that we have is the golden egg. Now that is actually quite fascinating because I've obviously just finished recording the fire signs and we had the black egg that came through with the fire signs. And now we've got the golden egg coming through with you guys. I don't know what she's written. I can't remember everything about the cards. So as I said, I am going to read to you from the guidebook. But just to show you from the guidebook, it is quite a chunky guidebook. And as I said, this is all by Kim Krotz. She is the creator of both of these decks and many others. I have all of her decks. They are amazing. But what I want to show you is on these cards, we have these little symbols, and these are symbols of elements. So starting with this one at the bottom here, the golden egg, I want to show you they've got the symbols on the back of the guidebook as well. So the circle that we have over there, and you can see it, is the element of spirit. Okay, so that is the element of spirit. So immediately we know we've got golden egg spirit that is coming through for us. Moth, on the other hand, we have the triangle pointing up with the line in it. Triangle pointing up with the line in it, which is next one down from spirit. Spirit is at the top, and then we have the element of air. Okay, so element of air is next. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to do moth first. So from the little guidebook, I need to find the element of air. Okay, it's earth first. I know this is a bit of a painful process watching me search, and there's no page numbers. It's fire, so next one will be air. Right, so here we have the element of air for that one. So there's no numbers on the cards, and there are page numbers in the book, but that doesn't really help us. So, oh look, moth is the first one. How fabulous is that? All right, keywords for moth is impulsive, hasty, and wishful. So let's just bring our keywords into our message that we have just to relate it all together. The moth is basically saying to you that maybe you're afraid of being impulsive, hasty, and wishful because you're afraid to jump off. You're afraid of the failure. But let's just read from the guidebook and see what she says. The moth is sure that the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, to disappointment, or to burnout. It is helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. So moth energy is going to help you to find the courage, to find the energy to take that leap of faith, to leave this behind and to embark on a new reality, a new life that you deserve and that you want and that you need. Right, I am looking in the guidebook for golden egg, and there we have golden egg. The little phrase across the top says, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. So it's about potential. That's what I get from that. At the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Okay, so let's see what she says about the golden egg. So within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, and that's what will be sitting there. Staying open to any response that you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very own essence and comfortable with vulnerability. So when a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. So listen to the message that they have been waiting to tell you. And it also tells us over here that the golden egg is connected with our fourth chakra. So it says the subtle essence of the golden egg is nested deep within the heart center of the fourth chakra. This chakra, which is called its traditional name, is the home of the self or the soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us, and it translates as the unstruck sound. And the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So we don't have a chakra association, only with the spirit cards, So golden egg is talking about the potential. It is talking about shifting the focus from panic and fear, insecurity and doubt to success, happiness and balance. Let the moth energy work with you. Let golden egg energy work with you. And earth signs for this week, don't be afraid. Overcome your fear by listening to the energies of the moth and the golden egg. Trust and believe in yourself, knowing that you will always find your rhythm and find your balance. Wishing you, as always, an amazing, magical week ahead, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, earth signs.